Hey guys, come on downstairs, bringing another Career Mode Las Vegas episode to you, and today we are moving from Las Vegas. We will be leaving North Las Vegas Airport. It's January 1st, 2023, 9:19 a.m. There's our last look at Vegas, and we're going to be flying to our next home airport where we will do 11 jobs. So we're going to start out with full fuel. We just have a pilot, no passengers today as we head off. Get our beacon on, prime it a couple of times. Okay guys, by the time this episode is over, we will have introduced area number 2 in this series.
North Las Vegas Airport information, Oscar 1700 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 12. Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.18. ILS runway 12 left and visual runway 12 right in use. Landing and departing runway 12 left and runway 12 right.
Alright, let's get our altimeter set. Looks like a nice day to leave Vegas. It was a really nice area weather-wise.
Las Vegas ground at Cessna Bravo Golf Tree with Papa request taxi to the Acton East departure.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree taxi to and hold short of runway 12 right via taxiway Foxtrot Golf cross runway 25 Golf. Contact tower on 125.7 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 12 right using taxiway Foxtrot Golf cross runway 25 Golf Cessna Bravo Golf Tree.
Alright, let's take a look at our first waypoint here. The BLD VOR, we're pretty familiar with it. And it looks like we're heading out of Vegas and going east. To start out with, we will head to the PGS VOR after that. And that's all I'm going to show you guys for right now. We'll get those frequencies set. So a little bit about this particular flight. It's going to look different than the prior episodes, and it's also going to look different than the upcoming episodes. It's because I initially just thought I'd go to the next area and start doing jobs, and I literally went all the way through the next area doing that, and then decided, you know what, why not fly from area to area when we move to do the reveal, you know? So then I went back. So by the time I did this flight, I think I was in area 3. And then I was like, you know, we need to have an episode where we fly to our next areas. So I went back to North Las Vegas and did the flight to our next area. So we get a few more of these VORs put in. So I think we get our first four waypoints all set up. So I think waypoint 1 is the VOR 1, waypoint 2 is VOR 2, and then back to VOR 1 on standby for waypoint 3, and then to VOR 2 standby for waypoint 4. And we'll get these headings in, our first 2 at least. Heading of 117 to Boulder, and then we will turn and head east. So we'll set VOR 1. So another thing about this episode, you can see that I'm not using the mouse cursor or the controller cursor. By the time I did this flight, I picked up an Axair MEAP to do the autopilot and a lot of the other radio buttons and stuff like that, or radio knobs. So there's going to be less of the cursor, less of the mouse pointer or cursor, whatever you want to call it. The other thing that I changed was I disabled the captions on the ATC, so the words no longer come up on the screen. We have to listen. It's a little more realistic. So I'm trying to get things more visually realistic a little further on into this series. So we got to listen to ATC, not read the transcript of it, as well as being able to control the communications radios with knobs, as well as the navigational radios. So we begin our taxi to leave North Las Vegas for the final time. It's been a nice little home airport for us through 17 jobs. So we'll get one last look at the city as we head out for, I don't know how many times we've headed out of the valley tracking that BLD VOR, but several times, almost every time that we've headed south, we've gone off that BLD VOR, unless we were heading west, I guess, southwest. Alright, so we're doing magneto tests here. Make sure the RPMs don't drop too far when we switch to each of the two individual magnetos. And that's out of the way. We will run the engine up to about 1700 RPMs. And then we will cut the RPMs all the way down. We probably really should do a magneto dead cut check here, but I didn't. Some of the things you just, I mean, it's Flight Simulator, you know nothing's going to be wrong. Your magnetos aren't going to die on you, so all right, get to the runway threshold. It looks like we're going to be taking off what is this, runway 12 right?
Tower Cessna Bravo Golf Tree at runway 12 right, ready for departure east departure.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree altimeter 30.181 calm east departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 12 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 12 right, Cessna Bravo Golf Tree.
All right, we're cleared for takeoff. Let's get this trip on the road, I guess, so to speak. Let's get it in the air. this trip to our new home airport I ended up having to do it in, I want to say 5 legs, maybe it was 4 legs. So it's a pretty good distance away from Vegas. So it took several legs, several hours. Looks like we've got a tiny bit of a crosswind from left to right. Let's try not to run into the windsock. All right, we're in the air. A few fluffy clouds over Las Vegas. Should make it a nice pretty climb up over the city. At this point, it's probably around 10 a.m. that we left on January 1st.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree, continue for east departure.
North Las Vegas Tower, Cessna Bravo Golf Tree. Continue for east departure.
Alright, we're going to be heading to the southeast. And once we hit that BLD VOR, which is just over the mountains towards Boulder City, we will take a left and start to head east towards Flagstaff, Arizona. But until then, let's take a few looks at the city till we get up there. And sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. I'll join you guys back in just a few minutes to explain what's ahead of us in this trip.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
North Las Vegas Tower, Cessna Bravo Golf, tree frequency change.
Okay, so at this point, we We're not quite at our cruise altitude, but we've gotten a good look at Vegas as we leave. We're going to do some cutscenes now. And we'll kind of speed up this flight, just do some cinematics.
Los Angeles Center, Allegiant 56 is passing 14,100 feet, descending 8,000 feet.
Kind of get some of the best shots between here and the end of our first leg. So sit back, we got the Grand Canyon right here. So we head towards Flagstaff. And so enjoy some of the views. They're pretty, and we'll see you as we get a little bit closer to the end of our first leg. I'll be back to explain where we go from there.
Giant Tree 89er to contact Denver Center on 127.55. Good day.
India November Whiskey Traffic Cessna Bravo Golf Tree 16 miles west 11,200 feet inbound to land runway 22.
All right, we're coming to the end of our first leg here. And we're going to make a left base as we come into Winslow, Arizona. We went from Vegas past Flagstaff. So we saw some snow around the elevations of Flagstaff and then back into the desert here. And we're going to stop in Winslow. See if we can go stand on a corner somewhere. See if we can have a girl pull up in a flatbed Ford. That was a bad take. Well, I was standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Little Eagles song. All right. Wow, butter. That was a soft landing. All right, guys. Winslow, Arizona. We're here. We'll do a quick turnaround. Check our fuel. It wasn't necessarily, obviously we didn't need to fuel up, but mostly I just ran out of time and needed to go to bed. So that's why most of the legs are what they are. It's not like we're just running our fuel dry or anything like that. So basically when I run out of time, we had to stop. All right, January 1st, we spent a couple hours in Winslow, Arizona,
Kilo
grabbed
India
lunch.
November Whiskey Traffic Cessna, Bravo Golf Tree, taking off runway 22 departure to the east.
We grabbed lunch, used the restroom, and we're ready to get back at it. We're going to take off here from Winslow and head to the east. So sit back, enjoy this leg of the journey.
Albuquerque Center, American 239er is passing flight level 385, climbing flight level 3.
Albuquerque Center, American.
Kilo Tango Charlie Sierra Traffic Cessna Bravo Golf Tree, 15 miles, northwest 11,400 feet, inbound to land runway tree 1.
All right, the end of leg 2 is going to put us in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. I want to say we're a little bit south of Albuquerque. So this is the end of leg 2. We'll pick up leg 3, I think, January 2nd morning. The morning of January 2nd. And I want to say we get to our destination on January 3rd. So it was quite a trip. Took a couple of days. It wouldn't in real life because you obviously would fly longer than a couple hours at a time. Ooh. nice soft touchdown, but it was a little bit of a shaky landing, a little bit windier here in Truth or Consequences. But we're down. Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. And once again, we'll do a quick turnaround here and cut across some grass. It looks like it's just grass, but this literally was the path that you were supposed to take to get to the parking. So you can see the yellow line. And again, we'll check our fuel, sleep in our airplane, and get back at it. The next morning, that leg took a little bit less fuel than the first leg did. But we're down, we're resting. This is Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. It was kind of fun to drop into this area. And we'll do the quick turnaround. January 2nd, 6:54 a.m. We're going to get an early start. We continue our journey to our next home. And I'm going to leave you guys here to enjoy this next leg. And then I'll meet back up with you as we approach the end of leg number 3.
Kilo Tango Charlie Sierra traffic Cessna Bravo Golf Tree, taking off runway, Tree 1 South departure. El Paso Tower Cessna Bravo Golf Tree is 19 miles northwest 10,800 feet with hotel to land.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree, El Paso Tower. Altimeter tree 0.00, wind 225 at tree. Make left base runway 22. Exigent 74 tree, contact El Paso departure on 119.15. Cessna Bravo Golf Tree, follow the aircraft on final. Wind 2 tree 2 at 4. Cleared to land runway 22.
Cleared to land runway 22 Cessna Bravo Golf Tree.
All right, so I wasn't planning on landing in El Paso. I wanted to get a little bit further, but something came up. I can't remember what it was. Probably something with one of my kids. And I had to cut leg 3 a little bit shorter than I wanted to. And so we stop in El Paso. And I think this is the first time in this series that we will have landed at an international airport. We had to hang up in the air a little bit. I tried to slow down because we had a commercial jet in front of us that I was trying to give some time to get down. We were a little bit close to him, but we were able to give him plenty of time to get off the runway. I did not want to have to be told to go around. So we're going to be that guy, that little Cessna 152 that's going to land at the international airport and jam up the traffic. We've got all these commercial jets that are landing at 140 knots, and we're going to come cruising in here at 50 knots airspeed. Put it down on this huge runway. All right, we're in El Paso, Texas. We continue to head east towards our new home.
El Paso Tower, Cessna, Bravo Golf Tree, ready at runway 26 left departure to the east.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree altimeter 29.9, 1 wind 282 at 10. East departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 26 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 26 left Cessna, Bravo Golf Tree.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree, continue for east departure.
El Paso Tower, Cessna Bravo Golf Tree, continue for east departure. Foxtrot Sierra Tango, traffic Cessna Bravo Golf Tree 5, 2 miles northwest, 8,700 feet inbound to land runway 21.
All right, so we are in the West Texas desert, kind of along the Mexico border. As we come to an end of leg number 4, we're going to make a stop in Fort Stockton, Texas. This will be our 4th stop. And when we take off from here, our next landing will be our new home. Oh, a little bit of wind. A little bit of wind gust I wasn't prepared for. But all right, I think we're gonna spend the night here in Fort Stockton, and in the morning we'll make our final leg of the trip into our new area. And we do get into some weather. Apparently you can't make a trip of this distance over 3 days and completely avoid some weather situations. All right, enjoy our stay at Fort Stockton, and I will join you guys back in just a moment as we bring our 5th and final leg to a conclusion, and we're about to head into our new home.
Kilo Foxtrot Sierra Tango, traffic Cessna Bravo Golf Tree, taking off runway, tree south departure. miles northwest, 8,000 feet with November to land.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree Tower. Altimeter 29.97, wind tree 56 at 12. Fly straight in runway 9er.
Fly straight in runway 9er Cessna Bravo Golf Tree.
Alright guys, we are 21 miles away from our destination. And it's going to be a little bit overcast as we drop into our new home. And we are welcomed by rain as well. This could get a little dicey. Visibility not good. And we're starting to get down where we are seeing the ground. Can't see too far in front of us though. So we're going to be landing on runway 9, so basically going straight east. Our new home coming into view a little bit better here.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree, wind tree 56 at 6. Clear to land runway 9er.
Alright, we're cleared to land on runway 9
Cleared to land
if we can
runway
find
9er
it.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree.
If we can find it. So we started to see the city skyline up there, and it was a little bit too close, which means we overshot our airport. We were on the right radial, or fairly close to the right radial, but should have had a cross radial coming in to tell us when we had reached that airport or not. So we overshot it a little bit, and circling back around to find runway 9. Luckily I was a little bit familiar with the area when I did this flight. If not, probably would have been in a lot of trouble. But once I saw the city skyline, I knew that we were too far. We flew over the top of the runway. Flew over the top of the airport. Okay, we're looking for runway 9. So it's going to be the runway off to our right, I believe. Flying a little bit low. Okay, we're going to need to circle around to hit runway 9. We're flying pretty low. It's a little bit gusty, pretty dangerous. Wouldn't be doing this in real life. Really wouldn't, yeah. No IFR flight plan, no, definitely not by the book here. Okay, we've circled around. This is runway 9. Taking a pretty steep angle into it. But I didn't want to stray too far and lose sight of it. So we're going to have to put it down at kind of a weird angle. Alright, we got touchdown in our new home. This is our new home airport, y'all.
Cessna Bravo Golf Tree exit runway when able.
All the way from Las Vegas, Nevada. 5 legs. Stop in Winslow.
Bravo Golf Tree, contact ground on 121.7.
Going to 121.7 Cessna Bravo Golf Tree.
So a stop in Winslow, Arizona, a stop in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, a stop in El Paso, Texas, a stop in Fort Stockton, Texas, and now finally to our destination. This is a smaller municipal airport in the area. Not sure where I'm going here. All right, we shut it down. All right, everybody, welcome to Stinson Municipal Airport. January 3rd, 2023, 1:10 p.m. And our new home. Of San Antonio, Texas. Job 1 will be coming up shortly here on Mama's Basement.